Letter A. Look and say aloud. Capital A. Small a. A for aeroplane. A for ant. A for X. Find the letter capital B, small b. Look and say aloud. Capital B, small b. B for bear. B for bee, book. Color the letter capital C, small c. Look and say aloud. Capital C, small c. C for caterpillar. C for cap. C for car. Color the letter capital D, small d. Look and say aloud. Capital D, small d. D for dog. D for dolphin. D for duck. Letter capital E, small e. Look and say aloud. Capital E, small e. E for elephant. E for egg. E for eagle. Color letter capital F, small f. Look and say aloud. Capital F, small f. F for frog. F for fruits. F for flower. Color letter capital G, small g. Look and say aloud. Capital G, small g. G for grapes. G for gift. G for guitar. Trace the letter capital H, small h. Look and say aloud. Letter capital H, small h. H for hen. H for hammer. H for horse. Trace the letter. Match the picture in the farm. Letter capital I, small I. Look and say aloud. Letter capital I, small I. I for ice cream. I for iron. I for ink. Trace the circle letter T. Look and say aloud. Letter capital J, small j. J for jug. J for juice. J for jam. Trace the letter. Circle the J. Letter K. Look and say aloud. Letter capital K, small k. K for kite. K for knife. K for kangaroo. Trace the letter. Color letter L. Look and say aloud. Letter capital L, small l. L for lion. L for log. L for leaf. Trace the letter M. Look and say aloud. Letter capital M, small m. M for mango. M for monkey. M for mushroom. Trace the letter. Letter capital N, small n. Look and say aloud. Capital N, small n. N for nest. N for net. N for notebook. Trace the letter. Color. Letter O. Look and say aloud. Letter capital O, small o. O for owl. O for orange. O for oven. Letter P. Look and say aloud. Capital P, small p. P for peacock. P for pencil. P for plant. Circle. Trace the. Match the picture. Letter Q. Look and say aloud. Letter capital Q, small q. Q for queen. Q for quiver. Q for question mark. Trace the color. Letter R. Look and say aloud. Capital R, small r. R for rose. R for rocket. R for rhino. Trace the letter S. Look and say aloud. Letter capital S, small s. S for ship. S for spoon. S for snail. Trace the letter T. Look and say aloud. Capital T, small t. T for tiger. T for tomato. T for tree. Trace the letter U. Look and say aloud. Capital U, small u. U for umbrella. U for uniform. U for utensils. Trace the color. Letter P. Look and say aloud. Letter capital V, small v. V for vegetables. V for vase. V for vulture. Trace the color. Letter W. Look and say aloud. Letter capital W, small w. W for watch. W for well. W for watermelon. Trace the color. Letter X. Look and say aloud. Letter capital X, small x. X for Xmas tree. X for xylophone. X for X-ray. Trace the letter. Color. Letter Y. Look and say aloud. Letter capital Y, small y. Y for yacht. Y for yo-yo. Y for yarn. Trace the trace. Letter Z. Look and say aloud. Letter capital Z, small z. Z for zebra. Z for zip. Z for zigzag.